Hello and welcome to this analysis on Kumar Infra Projects. But before that, wishing everyone a very happy Mahashivratri, and also to all the women out there, happy Women's Day. May you continue to rock and hold all men well. So, JK Infra Projects is in the business of infra projects, as the name goes, for transport, engineering, irrigation, civil construction, and piping works. It is among the few small cap construction companies who qualify for large size complex projects without a joint venture. Its revenue model among in India maximum comes from Maharashtra at 68%, NCR 28, Gujarat 3%, and UP 1%. But the company has been giving a low dividend payout of just 10.8% in the last 3 years. It has a contingent liability of 2,496 crores, and poor cash flow has been noticed in the last 2 years from the company. A market cap of 4,858 crores, return of equity 12.4%, and a 12-month trailing peg ratio at 1.6, which is slightly higher. Promoters hold 46.64%. Of that, 22.67% of the promoter holding is pledged, which is quite high. FII is 8.7%, domestic institutions 16.64%, but the public is holding a mere 28%. Among the non-promoter high shareholdings are Mukul Mahavir Agarwal at 2.64%, Saffron Agencies Limited at 1.09%, and Dolly Khanna at 1%. Now let's try to understand the charts and try to decode what looks ahead for the stock. So in the quarterly charts, you can see a phenomenal run took place from its listing of 2008 to 10, and then a post subprime, when the mid small caps were consolidating for 2 years, a decline, a higher low, then another superb higher high, and then again a COVID higher low, and then now again at a higher high. So the path the stock is taking is continuously higher highs, higher lows. There's no doubt about it, and good solid bouncing coming up. Ichimoku wise, the stock above the 2018 high, 15 high rather. 2015 high is given a nice breakout at around 400, and now at almost 600, almost has crossed 700 and then seen a small dip in the quarterly charts. Let's look at the monthly chart. But before that, the quarterly support is at near 425. In the monthly charts, also we see a nice trending move, real solid, strong move with a support near 465. February was a doji candle out here in the monthly, and March has just started, but doji suggesting a little bit of uncertainty at that zone. Uh, Weekly wise, support is down at a lot of consolidation in this area out here. So first support around 600, and then this gap area out here between 515 to 535, two levels, 600 and then 535. Since Feb, you can see that it's been more sideways. Even March, the week has not seen too much of activity right now in this stock. Let's look at the daily clinging on to the Ichimoku cloud out here, 600 odd support, 620, with 600 being the weekly support also. And then if that does not hold, we have 550 to 515, which matches with the weekly gap area support out here. As we can see, the gap which took place in the stock in this zone out here. So big gap to be looked at in this. And so these are support levels. Now, what is the resistance from where the stock could again start trying to trend its move up? If we get a Ichimoku Kumo bounce from 625, then the next up move could be possibly if it starts giving us a close above 680 in the daily. But if you look at the weekly, it gets a much bigger, better picture for us out here. Is that that's at 680. We can see no candle has managed to given an open or a close above that. So that's the level I'll be looking at for further continuation of uptrend, or looking at that support levels of 500. 500 does not hold, then you have to look at the monthly, because then we are talking about this breakout area in the stock which worked for it, this breakout area. So that would be crucial then. It's very steep. If that level gap area does not hold any kind of decline for the stock, in that case, then it would become more of retest of a breakout near 350. Now, where is the resistance for the stock? It's currently, if you go back to the quarterly charts, you will get a better picture out here. In the quarterly charts, the stock has just completed its Ichimoku price theory target near 700. That's where the rejection has come from. So ideally, it needs to start giving us a weekly, if not a monthly, at least a weekly close above 715, the recent high, for further upside momentum to take place. Otherwise, it could see some lengthy consolidation happening below that. Like I said, 500, and if 500 does not hold, then that 350 levels. If it manages to sustain above 715, at least weekly, again, ideally monthly would be better. Then the next big target comes at 1000, so that's a good 300 point upside possible. So the strategy from my end is that I would look at aggressive buying only above 715, consolidation, or on dips, because company is very strong. Companies always made higher highs, higher lows. So any pullback to the, ideally first accumulation would be till 500. In a gradual manner, below 500 I would look for a much steeper decline and then do aggressive buying again near 350 odd levels, between 3 400 to 350, to get again aggressive for again a long term bet. Short term, below 500 I would completely, short to medium term, I would completely refrain from the stock. In that case, for me, that would be alarm bells. So, uh, a disclaimer: this is not a trading or investing advice at all. This is a purely an educational video based on the study of Ichimoku and simple pattern structures forming in the stock. Please do your research properly and manage your risk, and of course, always respect levels for both exit and either in the downside or on the upside whenever you enter a stock, and depending on what kind of risk management and time frame you hold for it. I hope this video is of help to you. So please do like it, share it, and do follow me for regular stocks and index updates from my hand. Until then, happy investing, everyone.